Well, hello, folks, and welcome again to the Watcher, who is always watching out for you. Now, today, in this episode, my staff and I have assembled some sounds that you'll hear in the wild. Could be in the jungle, could be in the desert, could be in the forest, could be near water, it could be dry, humid areas. Who knows? But you need to know what these sounds are. If they threaten you, if they comfort you, be able to share those with others in the camp as to who they are, what they may be. Let them know that you know because of the Watcher and what we've brought you here. Okay? Now, from small cities like Midvale, Utah, specifically from the Hillcrest Class of '69 alumni, who have fielded a number of questions as to what they should listen for, how they identify sounds, to Los Angeles, from some homeless people that are worried about things. Seattle. Okay, let's say Dayton, Ohio. Then we've got Perth, Australia. We've got the island of Molokai, which is a good place to be should you need to be. So we've assembled quite a few different sounds here of animals, okay? We're going to go through them one at a time, and I'll try to explain on a global basis what they are, how to be alert, pay attention, and know. Okay? So let's start out with maybe a little weather sound here. Okay, let's see. That came on abruptly. Yes, that came on. You all know what that is. Why, that's thunder. Okay, now, after the thunder goes away and clears up, you might hear something like this. Hear the thunder going away and the birds coming out, letting you know that, hey, it's safe, you made it alive, and there's no concerns. Now, for those of you in Africa, you need to know what this is. Yeah, an elephant. Elephant. Might be a strange sounding name and sound call to those of you that don't know and are not familiar with a jungle environment. Now, also in the deep jungles, maybe South America, if you have to flee from the mountains of Chile or Bolivia, you might hear this. Yes. That's not someone's secretary. No, that is a rhesus monkey. Now, usually, unless they're hungry or upset with something, they stay to themselves. That's what monkeys do. Now, perhaps in the high plains of Montana, this is a sound you'd hear. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful? Clear, concise. What a pleasant sound to hear in the morning or in the evening. Now, that could also be accompanied by, yes, especially around Halloween, okay? We all know what that sound is. Well, that's a tom turkey. Prowling around. But they're usually harmless, won't cause a problem. All right, now, if something should jump out, especially to a young child who's maybe wrapped in blankets and put in a stroller or some kind of a swing maybe, this could be the sound of an upset infant. You don't want to hear that. No, you want to stay away from that and prevent it if you can. Okay, but that's usually, that would be a general cry of an infant globally. No accent, no different language to understand, just an infant cry. Now, we all know what that is. Yes. That's the sound of peace from a dove. that everything is okay, everything is fine. Yeah. Now, conversely, what? Yeah, suppose you're out there on a farm and you're hiding in a barn, maybe a corral broken down, but a couple of these sounds. Yes, that's not an old people rest home sound. No, that's the sound of a Guernsey cow or a Holstein. They're pretty hard to tell the difference between. Now, here's another sound that those of you around water might hear frequently, especially after a heavy rain. Okay? Now don't confuse that with the sound of maybe somebody that's had a lot of water to drink or a couple of beers. No, that's the sound of a babbling brook. Yeah, now, see that? Hear that? Watch out for that. Those crows are giving a warning that something, yes, something, could be coming your way. That is the warning cry of the black crow. See that? Let's do it one more time. There was more than one there, so obviously they both sense danger. Yeah, now, here's something that you should hear to provide safety for you in the wild. Watching out for you, usually large. Yeah. Now on the other hand, if they're too close, maybe early in the morning or late at night, you might hear this sound. No, that's not a pig. That is a startled woman. Yeah. So remember that the sound of... Now that, my friends, could be a pack of coyotes, dingoes, wild hunting dogs, you name it. Your location could have those animals running free and wild and hungry. So that's just a little helpful library of sounds that my staff and I have accumulated for your interest, for you to be aware of, and you to share with others should you hear that sound. Take away their fear, take away their anxieties, and be alert as to what can be in the wilds should you have to go there. Again, folks, this is the Watcher, and I'm watching out for you in these tense, troubling, dark times. Beware, take care, and don't stare.